A pleasant morning to each and everyone. My name is Crystal Giltohon, your teacher for this morning discussion. And today, we will be discovering what is a textual analysis. Before we proceed to our main discussion, let's first know the goals of our topic. Okay, so at the end of the lesson, learners may be able to distinguish what is a textual analysis. Next, the learners may be able to be familiarized with the different kinds of approach for analyzing text. And lastly, the learners may be able to determine the importance of using CARS approach. Okay, so moving on, let's have our icebreaker entitled Guess the Jumbled Word. I will be flashing jumbled words on our screen and you have to guess it correctly. Let's start. Okay. Miss Keisha, can you guess what's the answer? That's right.
Analysis.
Textual analysis. Next number, let's have Miss Junera.
Credibility.
Yes, that's correct. It's credibility. Okay, next, let's have Miss Aliyah. Correct.
Accuracy.
It's accuracy. Next item, may we call on Miss Jamaica?
Reasonableness.
Yes, that's correct. It's reasonableness. Next item, let's hear it from Miss Lapason.
Support, ma'am.
Correct. It's support. And lastly, may we have Miss Tabian?
Text clustering.
Very well. It's text clustering. And that's it. I hope that you find our icebreaker interesting. Thank you very much, class, for your active participation. As you will notice, our icebreaker has a connection based on our topic for today. So sit back and relax as I take you to our main discussion. Okay, so what is a textual analysis? Communication researchers employ textual analysis to examine and interpret the attributes of a recorded or visual message. Textual analysis is used to describe the content, structure, and functions of messages found within a text. And of course, it answers the question of what is the subject of the text, why did the author write it, who was it written for, and so on. Okay? In line with this, we must consider the approaches for effectively analyzing a text. So, for the first one is credibility. It talks about the quality of being trusted and believed in. It is proof of genuineness and dependability. Examining the author's qualification and the quality of the material are the tests that might assist a reader determine the text's authenticity. Next is accuracy, in which the information must be detailed, meaning it must be concise. Creating a formal text needs to be specific, okay, and direct to the point, so unnecessary text should not be included. Next is current, meaning it must be up to date. Why is it a must? It's because one factor in creating any text is that you must consider the readers that needs to be related with your topic, so as who will be your target readers. Next is accurate, in which it must be precise and clear and of course comprehensively. The readers must be able to assess and easily get to understand what is actually written in a text. Okay? Timeliness and comprehensiveness are two factors to consider while evaluating accuracy. Please take note that before assessing whether or not the information is still valuable, we must keep track of when it was created. It's usually a good idea to consult multiple sources. That is why evidences are really important to support the main idea of a certain text. Moving on, fairness, objectivity, and moderateness are all factors to consider while determining reasonableness. To be fair, the writer must present a balanced argument and evaluate claims made by those who have opposite viewpoints. A good information text will have a calm, reasoned tone in arguing or presenting a material thoughtfully. Moving on to the next slide is support. using credible and reliable sources of evidence supports the writer's viewpoint or argument. It can take many different forms, including writing a bibliographies and references, as well as collaboration, triangulating information, or finding at least 3 books that agree is an excellent concept. If other texts disagree, more investigations into the range of opinion or disagreement is required. This kept in mind that when numbers are published without specifying the sources, or when there are no other texts that presents or acknowledge the same information, readers should be cautious. Okay? So last but not actually the least is the text clustering. Text clustering is a kind of technique which can be able to detect topics or evidences in order to support the main idea and actually see the truth in a text. In here, the students may be able to collect evidences and make judgments about where the truth actually lies. It can be able to assess whether or not the text is concise, clear, and accurate. Now, let's have a quick trivia. Text analysis is a method of studying a text in order to understand the various meanings by identifying the who, what, where, why, and how. It involves various of evidences which will support the main idea of a certain text. Okay, so for your assignment, you have to take time to analyze the poem entitled Secrets Under Trees. Answer the following question being asked below. Number 1, title of the poem. Number 2, tone of voice. Number 3, author's viewpoint. Number 4, the conflict. And number 5, the moral lesson of the poem. And there you have it. I hope that you have learned a lot and enjoyed our discussion. Thank you and God bless you all.